Let's turn to some other news now. High-stakes meeting between US President Donald Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping concluded in Busan with a decision on tariffs and rare earth exports. The bilateral meeting, which was held for about an hour and 40 minutes, longer than scheduled, was their first face-to-face meeting since 2019. Speaking to reporters on board Air Force One after the meeting, Trump said he had struck a deal to reduce tariffs on China in exchange for Beijing's resuming US soybean purchases, keeping rare earths exports flowing, and cracking down on the illicit trade of fentanyl. Earlier, as they sat down with their delegations at talks, President Xi told the US counterpart via a translator it was normal for two leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then.
Many times that China and the United States should be partners and friends. This is what history has taught us and what reality demands. A few days ago, in the latest round of consultation, our two economic and trade teams reached basic consensus on addressing our respective major concerns and made encouraging progress. This provided the necessary conditions for our meeting today. Mr. President, I am ready to continue working with you to build a solid foundation for China-US relations and create a sound atmosphere for the development of both countries.
The trade war reignited this month after Beijing proposed dramatically expanding curbs on exports of rare earth minerals vital for high-tech applications, a sector that China dominates. Trump vowed to retaliate with additional 100% tariffs on Chinese exports and with other steps, including potential curbs on exports to China made with US software, a move that could upend the global economy. But while meeting Xi, Trump said he'll have a fantastic relationship for a long time.
It's a great honor to be with a friend of mine, really for a long time now, if you think about it. The very, very distinguished and respected president of China. And we will be having some discussions. I think we've already agreed to a lot of things, and we'll agree to some more right now. But President Xi is a great leader of a great country, and I think we're going to have a fantastic relationship for a long period of time. And it's an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much.
In the deliberations, President Xi said US and China should be partners and friends.
President Trump, it is a great pleasure for me as well to meet you. And it feels very warm seeing you again because it's been many years. Since your re-election, we have spoken on the phone 3 times, exchanged several letters, and stayed in close contact. And our joint guidance, China-US relations have remained stable on the whole. Given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other. And it is normal for the two leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then. And in the face of winds, waves, and challenges, you and I, at the helm of China-US relations, should stay the right course and ensure the steady sailing forward of the giant ship of China-US relations. I always believe that China's development goes hand in hand with your vision to make America great again.
And on conflicts around the world, Chinese President Xi said China and US must jointly shoulder responsibility as great powers.
Mr. President, you care a lot about world peace, and you are very enthusiastic about settling various regional hotspot issues. I appreciate your great contribution to the recent conclusion of the Gaza ceasefire agreement. During your visit to Malaysia, you witnessed the signing of the Joint Declaration on Peace along the Cambodia-Thailand border, to which you had provided input. China has been helping in our own way Cambodia and Thailand properly settle their border disputes, and we have also been promoting peace talks to resolve other hotspot issues. The world today is confronted with many tough problems. China and the US can jointly shoulder our responsibility as major countries and work together to accomplish more great and concrete things for the good of our two countries and the whole world.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has hailed consensus with US President Donald Trump on trade. She urged a swift follow-up to ease global economic fears after his meeting with US President Trump in the Thursday summit. President Xi also told state media that China seeks no rivalry, likening its economy to an ocean resilient to risks. He also stressed on the stable US-China ties and dialogue over confrontation. Chinese president advocated trade as a propeller for long-term cooperation, while warning against vicious cycle of revenge, calling for positive interactions on the world stage. Both Trump and Xi have pledged ongoing communications to implement agreements and deliver results. China's Commerce Ministry announced on Thursday a one-year suspension of the October 9th export controls on rare earth technologies, easing tensions with US amid global supply chain strains. The freeze, effective immediately, halts requirements for licenses on mining, smelting, production line technologies critical for magnets in autos, electronics and defense. The move follows high-level talks between Trump and Xi, while trade teams convened in Malaysia this week, yielding consensus on de-escalation. As the world's top rare earth producer, Beijing's prior curbs had slowed US approvals, fueling negotiations. Officials will refine plans during the pause, with Washington praising the step towards stable flows. This aligns with President Xi's pledge for uninterrupted supplies, potentially paving way for Donald Trump's April China visit next year. Still to come on DD India News Hour. Hurricane Melissa